Hi, everyone. My name's Karen. I work at Spring Institute, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to write a professional email. So let's get started. All right. So this is going to be a pretty short video today. We're basically going to start by talking about what your email address should probably look like. And then we'll talk about the actual email itself, the subject of that email, how you greet the person you're writing the email to, what to include in the email, how to sign the email, and then we can talk a little bit about examples. So it's important to have a professional looking email address. So you see the first one up here says klight@gmail.com. That's good. It has my name in it. It's from a website that most people know. A lot of people have Gmail accounts, have Google accounts. It's a trusted website. So I recommend using something that people know better, something like Gmail. The second one down here says catlover11@yahoo.com. Even though it can be fun to have email addresses that tell people a little bit about ourselves, when you're trying to write something really professional, it's important that you don't include something silly in your title, not cat lover, not, you know, Lord of the Rings fan at Yahoo, okay? So you want to avoid stuff like cat lover and change it up with your name. And you, as I said, you want to make sure that you are using a website that people have heard of or trust. So Gmail is really good. For Spring, mine is at springinstitute.org. So if you have a business email, that also really works. But Hotmail, Yahoo, any really unknown websites, I would avoid using those as for your email because they're not as trusted or they don't look as professional. So make sure you have your name or something a bit more professional looking, and then you have your email at a website that people know and that people trust. Okay, so the first part of the email, you put who you're sending it to, obviously. But then you have your subject line. Do not leave the subject line blank. This lets the person who is receiving the email know what it is that you are emailing them about. So be short and to the point. Don't include hi with 10 exclamation points. They need to know why you're sending this email and what information they're going to get in the email. So if you see in my example here, I wrote question about job posting, teacher, okay? So obviously I'm going to be asking this person a question about a teacher job posting that their company put online. Greetings. So to start your email, you're not just going to start with the body. You're not just going to say, I have a question, right? You have to start with hello or hi. You can use dear if you would like. You can even say to whom it may concern if you do not know the actual name of the person you're writing the email to, or you can just write hello. But if you know the name, make sure you include it. So in my example here, it says, hello, Mrs. Smith. I know that the person's last name is Smith and that they're a woman, so I just wrote, hello, Mrs. Smith. The body is, where all the actual information is. So you want to make sure that it is short and to the point, just like the title. You want to make sure it's clear. and that there aren't too many questions. So I think a good rule of thumb is if it's more than 2 questions, you should probably just call to talk to them. Make sure you don't include too much information in the email. Also, as I said, make sure it's really clear. You don't want to include a lot of unnecessary information, but you also don't want to include anything that's too informal. So in this, we say, hello, Mrs. Smith. I hope that you are well, which you can always include that at the beginning of an email. But I didn't say, what's up, which is totally fine when you're talking to friends or somebody that you know. But in a professional situation, you want to make sure that you are not using any slang, or that you're not using any abbreviations that maybe the person you're emailing might not know. So in my example, it says, yesterday I was looking on your website and saw that there is a posting for a new job. When I went to apply today, it was no longer there. Is the job no longer open? That's pretty clear, right? It lets them know exactly why I'm emailing them. It has one question. I use formal language. It's clear. So that's what you want to go for in the body of an email. At the end, when you close, you can say lots of different things. You can say best, sincerely. You can say regards, many thanks. All right. As long as you don't say, like, I don't know, something super silly, it should be fine. And then be sure to include your full name, especially again, if this is somebody that you do not know or you do not email with regularly. So if it's a contact you're trying to make, be sure to sign your full name so that they know who you are. There's also a function in Gmail where you can have a signature. So it adds this to the bottom of every email that you send so that you don't actually have to sign your name. You can just write best or sincerely, and then it will attach this. So for mine, it says my name, it says my job, and where I work. So for you, if you are looking for a job, you do not have one yet, you can put your name, maybe what you got your degree in, something like that, or a past job that you had, just as a way to make sure that every single time you send an email, if you forget to sign your full name here, it will appear in the signature. Okay, so in conclusion, be professional, use professional language, be precise. You don't want to write too much stuff. You want to get to the point, and be clear. You want to make sure the person you're sending an email to knows why you're contacting them, okay? So those are the 3 most important things: be professional, be precise, and be clear. So if you want to try it out, you can send me an email at my email address, klight@springinstitute.org. I mentioned that earlier. If you want to send me an email for a practice, I will give you feedback on what you did well, what you may want to work on. And then if you have any specific questions about, you're applying for a job, but you want to email somebody, just let me know, or contact us on the Spring Institute YouTube channel, and somebody will get back to you whenever they can. So thanks for joining me today. I hope that this was helpful. And go out there and send some emails. Thanks. Bye.